Hi, I'm Leon Lovelace, and this is Unstoppable Force. I got a news story for you, and it's from The Guardian, and it's about a couple of gentlemen that think that climate change is no big deal. Now, I read this article earlier this morning, and it didn't seem like anything I could really make a video of because just me doing a video about, two more older, presumably white guys just thinking that climate change is no big deal and they should just keep doing their thing and they don't give a fuck about trying to follow the evidence about what's been going on with our environment for the last 10 plus years. I actually had another thought, and it's that independent media outlets like The Guardian and other ones should quit asking that question because frankly it's stupid right now, because the evidence has been piling up for the last 10 plus years, that every year pretty much for the last 10 years has been a record breaking year for average temps on the globe, and how the polar ice caps, they're melting, sea level has been rising for quite a while, coral reefs have been bleaching and they've been dying off at a rapid rate, and they've been starting to die off in the 90s, but I never heard about anything like that until just a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago, when I made a video about it. And then we just had 3 hurricanes that were in the Atlantic at the same time for the first time ever. And Hurricane Irma was the most powerful hurricane in the Atlantic ever. So with all this evidence that has been just blatantly obvious in the last 10 years, 10 or 10 plus years, it's just a foolish task to keep asking people and trying to convince people that, hey, well, you should believe this because this has been happening for a long time. And not just that, but we're finding out that the oil companies have known this information since the 1970s, and they just been covering up. But independent media outlets need to start saying, hey, the our climate is getting way too warm. It's getting to an unsustainable level where we've been having a lot of tragic events that's been going on and will continue to go on. So what are you going to do about it? They need to quit with the bullshit about, oh, do you believe it exists, and just say, hey, what are you going to do about it? Because we need all hands on deck. Everybody needs to start cutting back, start making some changes, so we can actually reverse the effect and actually try to get back down to where the environment can maintain a healthy level of CO2 in the atmosphere. Too much pollution in the rivers and the lakes and the oceans. Make sure our soil's not contaminated, that sort of thing. Because if they keep just asking, oh, do you believe it's real, then they could just keep extending the time that they just keep polluting and keep just damaging the environment. And it's too fucking late to be just trying to convince people that, oh, it's real. No, it doesn't matter if you believe it's fucking real or not. We need to make some changes, and you need to make some changes right now. Not in a couple weeks, not in a couple years, but right fucking now. In fact, we should have done some of this shit a few years ago. So you need to get off your ass and start doing some shit for somebody else.